This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Some sort of mad person is charging at me with a battle axe and completely severs my head. That wouldn't be a bad way to die, I guess. Running a Fever, episode 228, Vascular Dementia. Good morning. Welcome to Running a Fever. This is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. My name is Michael Davis. I just want to live a long, happy, healthy, active life right up to the very end. If you do too, I'm glad you're here. You're welcome. And thank you for listening. I say good morning because it's 5:30 in the morning for me here in September of 2020. It's a Friday about 5:30 in the morning. And humid 70 degrees, 70 something degrees. So not bad. Nobody here as far as I can tell except the insects, which are making a constant song around me. It is Labor Day weekend in the United States, and we're here to talk about dementia. So this is the fifth in our 17-part series on dementia. About 50 million people suffer from dementia worldwide. It's a debilitating disease, but may be preventable. So I've set out to learn as much as I can and to bring you along with me, of course, as always. So in part 3 of this series, I went through the various types of dementia, and we're going to have separate episodes on the major types, the most common. And this is the second of that sort of series within a series. And this one is about vascular dementia. Vascular dementia, abbreviated VAD, is the second most common cause of dementia. And it's caused by reduced or blocked blood flow to the brain.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Well, it's quite busy out here today, right now. Two girls running and a guy with a kind of a walker. I've seen him around here today, or at times. Anyway, vascular dementia, VAD. Second most common cause of dementia, caused by reduced or blocked blood flow to the brain. And this accounts for at least 20% of dementia caused worldwide, though it's actually higher in Europe and Japan. So I know we have some listeners from those areas. The extended list of common symptoms includes confusion, memory problems, an unsteady gait, trouble controlling urination or needing to urinate frequently, slowed thinking, difficulties with problem solving, focus, and organization. Unlike Alzheimer's, onset of VAD can be sudden, especially following a major stroke, but it can also be progressive, beginning with minor changes that worsen due to a series of mild strokes. But it isn't just strokes that cause this kind of dementia. Any damage to blood vessels or reduction in circulation may be a precursor. And symptoms vary based on the area of the brain damaged by the decreased supply of blood. So, people with VAD can have risk factors for disease, particular to the blood vessels, such as tobacco use, hypertension, arterial fibrillation, high cholesterol, diabetes, or other signs of vascular disease. So in addition to those, sufferers can also have other signs of vascular disease, such as a previous cardiac arrest or angina. Chances of suffering from VAD, about 2% at age 70 and doubles for every year thereafter. So you can see why anyone concerned with living a long life might be concerned about vascular dementia. I mean, the chances of getting it are doubling every year after 70. So, yeah, it's a big deal. Prevention. The part I like the best, because it gives us some action to take. VAD is at least partially preventable, and since stroke plays such a big part, reduction in risk factors of stroke are recommended. Since it can be progressive due to a series of mild strokes, early detection can be important in preventing further progression. Some patients have shown mild improvement as well, though the damage to the brain is irreversible. This damage, due to loss of blood flow, is called ischemia and means the brain cells die of starvation. Looks like these girls have a sort of interval training thing going on, because they ran past me and then I walked past them stretching, and they ran past me again, or walked past me, ran past me. They ran past me again, slowed down, then speed up. They walked for a while, then they ran. And now, it looks like on these big curves, they're stopping to stretch again. That's interesting. All right, and I'm not going to pass them again. Getting close, though. High cholesterol and high blood pressure are manageable risk factors. So take care of them. Take care of them, people. Change your lifestyle. Use medication if indicated. All under the care of a doctor, of course. You need to have regular physicals, I think. That's my belief. Because how else are you going to know if something like this comes up? Usually there are no symptoms to high blood pressure or high cholesterol that I know of, or even diabetes. I have to learn more about that. I probably should do a whole episode on diabetes, but I think the symptoms could be confused for something else, or possibly too mild to notice in the beginning. Anyway, it doesn't hurt to have an annual physical, and I just had mine, so I will probably be doing a separate episode on that coming up, although most likely it's already come out the way I'm recording things these days, because it's a lot more time sensitive than the subject of today's episode, which is vascular dementia. But that's what causes it. Black blood flow. So if you take steps to combat cardiovascular disease, then you're also taking steps to combat or prevent vascular dementia. And it seems like I mentioned on this show something that caused new blood vessels to form. And I thought of this because one of the things about dementia in general is to have a healthy brain. You want to be sort of creating new connections in the brain. And you do that through learning something new. Talked about taking dance lessons, but I never have. And now I'm talking about learning sign language. It needs to be something physical, not just reading a different topic or, learning a different computer language or something like that. Get your body involved in doing something that you're unfamiliar with. Have that childlike thing. But anyway, this can also be true of blood vessels, and I unfortunately slips my mind as to what does that, but I'm going to find out. So, in the course of researching this episode, I found an article from 2012 that indicates it was talking about vascular dementia, but it's kind of a general statement. Physical activity in the study they were doing was consistently the most effective method of preventing cognitive decline. Let's say that again. Physical activity was consistently the most effective method of preventing cognitive decline. Oh, I really hope you're listening to this while you're out on whatever your own personal trail is. Although, it's possible you're in the car or sitting at your computer. In any case, stay physically active. That's the number one thing here. When all else fails, get up and move around. Keep moving. Because when you stop moving, you're gonna stop moving. That's what I'm doing right now. I hope you're paying attention. Treatment. Once again, there is no wonder drug for VAD. Some small benefits, though I can't tell you how small, have been derived from memantine, glutamine, donepezil, and ribostigmine. Those are chlorinestase inhibitors. Chlorinestase is an enzyme. It's amazing that inhibitors of it are used in nerve gases and insecticides, but also in treatment of certain diseases. Ginkgo biloba extract. And for those who are gluten sensitive, a strict gluten-free diet may relieve symptoms of mild cognitive impairment. Prognosis is worse than Alzheimer's because while AD causes weaknesses that can lead to death, VAD can be a direct cause of death due to a fatal cutoff of blood supply to the brain. So, Some good news here, in my opinion. There are important reasons to stay active and manage health problems like diabetes, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. And remember that people with any kind of dementia can become completely dependent and need permanent full-time care. So it is worthwhile to take these preventative measures. You know, I'm glad to get here because it seems like that we've really come on some things that hit on the preventable nature of dementia. And so that's good. We can go ahead and start working on that and get on the path to a longer, healthier, happier, more active life right up to the very end. I mean, I don't want to die because blood flow is cut off to my brain, unless perhaps, you know, some sort of mad person is charging at me with a battle axe and completely severs my head. That wouldn't be a bad way to die, I guess. Probably would be quick and painless. But that doesn't happen very often, especially at this time of the morning. So I don't have to worry about preventing that. Just passing the spillway, and I can see the moon. Turn my headlamp off because we got street lights now. The young ladies have gone way ahead of me. Can't see them anymore. So, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have the fever, catch it. And I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.